Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott. In today's video, we are going to be talking about some additional steps that you can take to remove anything from your credit report. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So for those of you that have already disputed maybe a collection, an inquiry, a negative account that is affecting your credit in a negative manner, you've already disputed it with the credit bureaus. Now, the three major credit bureaus are Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. There are other data reporting agencies that also provide information. You want to go ahead and you want to opt out or you want to freeze the third-party data reporting agencies. And if you are unaware of who those agencies are, I actually have a third-party agency list in the description below. You can also watch that video. But in today's video, we're going to be focusing on how you can actually submit a complaint, how to go about it the right way, so that way you're not wasting your time. We are at the CFPB's website, consumerfinance.gov. Now, the CFPB is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They are the government agency that is going to help protect us as consumers from places like the credit reporting agencies. Now, as you guys know, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, the three major credit reporting agencies, and they care nothing more than to make a profit. They are a for-profit company, and a lot of times we as the consumers are not making them a profit. We are costing them money because we are disputing things. We are challenging items, and they can simply ignore our request. They can simply provide us with a computer-generated letter saying that they're not going to be investigating it for whatever reason, right? So this is what you want to do. You want to submit a complaint to the CFPB. Now, keep in mind, you also want to make sure that you have attempted to resolve the matter directly with the credit bureaus or the creditor, whomever you're making the complaint against. You want to make sure that you have tried to resolve it with them directly for at least 60 days. And you want to document all of that. So if you have letters that you have sent them, make sure to keep a copy of it. You want to make sure to submit as much proof and as much supporting documentation with your claim as possible. And you only want to dispute or, submit a complaint for one bureau, one item at a time. So in today's video, we're going to be doing just that. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you have not already, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel, Credit Coach Nicole Scott. And if you want to connect more, visit the links in the description. I provide one-on-one coaching. We provide credit repair. We provide business credit. We also have personal credit and business credit courses. So whatever you feel is going to be best fit for your needs and your budget, we provide it. We also have trade lines amongst a number of other items that we provide. So if you're interested in learning more about us, visit the links in the description where you can learn more. So let's go ahead and start by going to the button right here where it says submit a complaint. Now, based on the time that you're actually watching this video, of course, the website may have changed, but the bottom line is that we are going to be starting a complaint. Now, if you are submitting a complaint about a financial product or service, you can start down here as well. We're going to go ahead and just click on submit a complaint. And in this case, we are going to be submitting a complaint in regards to Experian. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a new complaint. Now, keep in mind, like I said, you want to try to resolve this directly with the person on the other end, and you want to have proper documentation that you have tried to resolve this, but they are simply ignoring you. They are not responding. They're not providing you with the proof. And as a result of that, you demand that they remove or delete that information from your credit report. All right. It's very simple, but people overcomplicate things. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start an account. Now, if you are a credit hero or a credit repair agent and you are doing this for other people, what I recommend is that you have an agreement with your client where you can create an email for them for these type of situations, because a lot of times, clients are not paying attention. They're not going to forward you the information. So you're going to need to have a email account that both of you can access to be able to, just move forward. Whenever you're creating these accounts, always document what your username and password is. I recommend, if you use Credit Repair Cloud, putting the username and password in the internal notes so that way you will not forget what it is. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to select what type of complaint that we're going to be submitting today. You'll see all of these different options. You see checking savings, you see credit card, credit reporting. That's obviously what we're going to be using today. But there's also debt collection, there's money transfer, there's mortgage, there's a payday loan or personal loan, there's student loans, there's vehicle loans or leases. So you really want to use this to your advantage. And again, you only want to submit one complaint per company at a time. So if you have a bunch of different complaints, each of those are going to be considered a separate complaint. You want to deal with one item per complaint. All right. So we're going to be selecting credit reporting, credit repair services, or other personal consumer reports because we're going to be submitting a complaint against Experian. Now we're going to be selecting credit reporting. We're going to hit next, and we're going to select the type of problem that we're having. In this case, it's going to be incorrect information showing on our report. Now, that's probably the most common, but you can read through these and figure out what is best for you. What best describes your problem? Information belongs to someone else. Information is missing. In this case, we're going to go ahead and put information belongs to somebody else. Have you tried to fix this problem with the company? Yes. Okay, now here's what you want to have proper documentation. You want to include any dates, any additional information that you did in order to get this corrected. Now, you want to go ahead and you want to input all of the dates that you have sent dispute letters to the credit bureau. We are simply talking about Experian at this time. We're not talking about the creditor. We're not talking about anybody else, but this one isolated account just with Experian. So let's go ahead and fill out this information. So what I basically did was I included all of the information from my credit report. I included the account number, the account name, the actions that were taken by me. I also included the alleged balance, the original creditor, the dates that I have contacted Experian, and just a brief explanation as to what I would like done about this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to say it's okay for them to publicize this. And then we're going to say what would be a fair resolution to this issue. We're going to say delete account from my credit report. And if you want to add all of the letters or any supporting documentation, now is the time to do it. So let's go ahead and get started on doing that. So I've uploaded the documents as proof. You can also include the letters that you've sent to the credit bureau, but in this case, I'm just going to attach a few items and we're going to hit next. This is where you want to go ahead and put the information about the credit reporting company. Since this is Experian, we're just going to put in Experian Credit Bureau. We're going to use the last 4 digits of my social security number. Do you want to complain about another company? No, we just want to deal with one company per complaint. We're going to go ahead and hit next. And the last thing that we want to do is just go ahead and make sure that all of our information is put in here. You can always skip this information as far as the optional information, but I like to put it in there just so, it can help say, look, like income, we make good income. So it's not that we're trying to get out of this debt. It doesn't belong to me. All right, let's go ahead and hit review. So you really just want to go through the steps, answer the questions, and document, make sure you have the correct account number, all of the information in your complaint. Okay. And here you can go review everything. But what we're going to do is we're just going to select these two boxes and we're going to go ahead and submit our complaint, because at the end of the day, the CFPB is going to be the only government agency that's going to actually help us and kind of become the middleman between us and the credit bureaus. I highly recommend to print a copy of your complaint. You can actually send a copy of your complaint to the credit bureau in question or the creditor collection agency, whoever it is. Print a copy of it and send that as proof saying, hey, I've submitted a complaint to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau in regard to this situation. So that way you can keep proper documentation. You always want to keep a copy for your records. Always send a copy of whatever you have. Never send the original documentation. So that's it for this video, guys. That's exactly how you file a complaint to help things get deleted from your credit report by using the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott. If you haven't by now, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Credit Coach Nicole Scott. Check out the links below and make sure to watch the entire credit repair training playlist coming up next.